Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Salt Plays Sunless Sea. So after my last episode where I asked for some feedback about episode lengths and such, I got a little bit of feedback and I think I am going to go forward with doing shorter episodes, which does mean one expedition will happen per week, probably. I'm going to let this go for a month, I think, and reassess how I feel about rate of progression then. I suspect that at that point I will decide to move up to 3 of those episodes per week, which will still be slightly slower progression, but won't be like so much video content. So that's that. Shit, I don't know where I put my notebook. I'm gonna pause this recording and be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. So the missions that we have in my notebook are, the Sigil-ridden Navigator wants us to go to the Chapel of Lights with 2 live specimens. The Admiralty wants us to go to Mount Palmerston. We need to take Sunlight, the Heart of Mount Nomad, or the Tree of Ages, a weapon/engine. I think that's a unique weapon/engine. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Miracle of Silence, a engine or weapon of unique brilliance. An officer, the Eldest's End, and the Fruit of the Eternal Tree, to the Fathom King. The Venturer wants us to go to Wither to get Mutter Salt, or to Mount Palmerston to get Devil Bone Dice. I believe due to me already having a couple things of Mutter Salt, that I'm going to go for that. The Clattery Air wants a live specimen, and the Naker's Outcast wants us to go to Port Cecil. And we have the Tomb Colonists, who I forgot to write down. That'll be in objectives, right? Oh yeah, Mechanic Secret. Oh yes, they want to go to Shepherd's Wash, okay. Okay. Oh, and ahead of time, before I suck really bad today, I am wearing a wrist brace on my dominant hand, which is mostly the hand that I use for the WASD, but still. So I might be worse than usual at that. My hold is full, so I cannot get any candles to go to Frostbound, but that's fine. So let's see. We've got Chapel of Lights. Well, Chapel of Lights will be a little bit of a production to get to because I need the live specimens first, but we've got Mount Palmerston, Wither, Mount Palmerston again, maybe. Port Cecil, Frostfound, Shepherd's Wash. Looks like I'm going north today. So let's head out. Oh, I forgot I only have 7 supplies. That's not great. Whoa. I think a flock of European starlings just flew past my window. Like I said before, I suck really bad today. It's been nearly a whole week since I played this game. It's nice to be back. Just because I was waiting until I got a little bit of feedback before I made decisions about how to proceed. Okay. Let's get this port report, and I believe that if I bring these guys news, they will give me another piece of supplies. Okay, even when the sisters aren't feeling sociable, they can be tempted out of their lair by the smell of new stories. Knock and wait. You ask the sulphur-eyed maid to carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with a message that their headaches are cured and you're invited to lunch. Let's lunch with Lucy. A daft tale. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially. A complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic and the butler in a vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've been in months. No terror, one supplies, no hunger. Stone's attention. Nothing else to do here. So north we head. Let me make sure I am going the right direction. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of swing out and around. Oh, maybe I won't, because instead I'm gonna fight this bat storm. A bat swarm, rather. Bat storm is much more terrifying than a bat swarm. Shit. Wait, why do I still have... I feel like of all of these, fuel is the easiest to obtain. I didn't think about the fact that that would happen. Did I speak to the chief engineer? Yeah, that's how I got the mirror catch box. Oh yeah, I can take this guy, the mirror catch box, to Venderbite, can't I? I forgot about that. I was planning on just skipping over Venderbite, and maybe swinging by the salt lions. But that's kind of silly because my hold is full. But I will take the Viric glow to the guy who's looking for the Neath bow. Because I do know that one. I know what some of the colors of the Neath bow are, but I don't know what all of them are. Like, I know that this is Viric, and that, like, Apocyan is a chess piece from, Cecil, but I don't remember what the rest of them are. Let's visit the first curator. Give it your mirror catch box full of oh wait, let me read the whole thing. No more light, the obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in a latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Give it your mirror catch box full of very angry dreamstakes. Oh, my. They are cross. A tomb dry chuckle. They won't stay imprisoned long, but longer than I will. It becomes motionless for so long that you wonder if it is finally truly dead. At last, it expels a rattling breath and points wordlessly at a cloisonne mask on a trophy stand, half visible in the room. Elder continent, it wheezes, made within sight of the mountain. Wear it and think of me. So we now have a captivating treasure, which I might turn into an heirloom. We don't have that mirror catch box anymore. We have turned in Vieric. We still have Violant, Pelican, Irigo, Gant, Cosmogene, and Apocyan. You have no further business with the curator just now. The obsequious steward bows obsequiously. The flickering lights of Venderbite seem bright after the curator's lair. Let's explore Venderbite. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. A withered garden. Dead fir trees have carpeted a little park with old brown needles. A little group of tomb colonists stands around another lying on a bench. Unexpectedly, you find yourself reminded of physicians and midwives at a birthing couch. The colonist on the bed, he's old, withered to sticks, groans horribly, though the fir needles deaden the sound. Something moves in his chest like a sea creature surfacing or a butterfly breaching a cocoon. The other colonists spot you and close ranks around him. Stay back, Silkskin, one hisses. This is his breaking out. Your time will come. There is a kind of rapture in her voice. We've gained a tale of terror, a terror, some fragments, and that is all for now. Interesting. There's something going on with the tomb colonists. Who could have guessed? I've read this a lot of times, so I'm not going to read it again. I don't have anything to do there. I don't think there's anything particularly worth it for me to buy here. So let's head onward, witherward. I said witherward and thought that I had accidentally said Wittershins and was confused with myself for a second. Boreal Reach. Is this snow? Touch it, and it puffs into vapor. Your crew huddles close to the warmth of pipe and funnel. Wither. Let's explore the town. I'll read the whole thing. Behind the great arch over the bay, the pale wastes stretch, white and silent as the face of the moon. From here, you might almost imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. I love the word fizz. It's so fun to say, and it sounds like what it does. Excellent word. explore the town. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of gray stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. An intriguing smell. Who'll try? Who'll buy? A street vendor turns skewers on a grill. The mixed scents are nothing like anything sold in London. So the easy answer is try the grilled troglodyte prawns. Huge and pale, their eyes stare bleakly into yours, but they smell fresh. Or we can try the shredded jellyfish. It's not to everyone's taste. Or we can try something mysterious. What exactly is Tyrant's Treat? The vendor is vague. It looks something like a charred stick dripping with bluish fluid. So you have a 29% chance of success, or a 58% chance of success, or who knows, 100%, I guess. I think I've tried the shredded jellyfish every time, but I feel like it's a good choice. Jellyfish, the food of queens. Traces of its venom still remain, just enough to make your tongue tingle and alter your consciousness a touch. Your pulse accelerates and odd thoughts sparkle in the forefront of your mind. We succeeded, we gained 10 fragments, we lost 2 terror, and we lost 5 hunger. That's great. Next up, we shall gather intelligence. The citizens of Wither enjoy questions, so much that they always answer a question with another question. This can make intelligence gathering frustrating. And I've read that a bunch of times, so I'm not actually going to read the whole thing. Shit. I need Z stories to buy Wither Muttersalt. Damn. Well, in that case, I will write a note to myself that I need Z stories. Okay, I need 5 more Muttersalt, right? Yes, I need 5 more Muttersalt, which means I need 25 Z stories. Yes. I feel like I can get Devil Bone Dice for just money, so I might end up going for that, even though I already have Muttersalt. I am going to spend some Tales of Terror, though, because I have a bunch. I have 19 Tales of Terror, so I can definitely fill up on supplies. That is probably more supplies than I strictly need for this journey, but that's fine. See, this is why I play High Veils. I can have my light on and that guy still doesn't notice me. I mean, I know it's not like that high of veils, but that's why I keep my veils up there, I guess, is really the word. Alright, the Isle of Codex. Compile a port report. I'm not going to linger on it. We've been here a bunch of times. This wrist brace doesn't like me holding my hand at the angle. Whoa! Shit, I am so sorry. I just shifted stuff on my desk and dropped my mic on myself. Fuck. That was probably highly unpleasant sounds, and I am very sorry. I was trying to see if I could get my keyboard to a position where I can, like, hold my hand comfortably on my keyboard and have my wrist brace on. I might have found it, but I'm not sure. The problem is that my mic is just one of the ones that just, like, sits on my desk. I don't have, like, a one of those fancy podcasting mic stands. So it means that my keyboard has to be kind of far away from the edge of the desk, which is not preferable. Okay, frost found. Let's try to enter frost found. I thought I needed candles for this, but I don't. A long flight of stairs rises glistening to a sheer tower. There is no door. Your reflection hangs in the cloudy ice. You cannot enter Frostfound if your terror is greater than 20, and you should not enter Frostfound without a good reason. So we only have 4 terror, and we just barely have enough mirrors, so let's see how this goes. Face the wall. You probably shouldn't do that, one of the squatters advises. Ignore her. Face the wall. Examine your cloudy reflection. Close your eyes. Step forward. Shiver. Frostfound radiates both cold and a subtler chill of the heart. Did you move at all, or is it your reflection that moved? You are inside Frostfound. We have moved to a new area, a thing has happened, and terror is now 20. Great. So we're looking for the penultimate chamber, I believe, which means you gotta just keep going. The corridors of Frostfound. Light! 100 rich and blinding colors filter through the ice. It's like drinking a kaleidoscope. It's like being kidnapped by rainbows. The colors shift with every step you take, revealing shining corridors. In each and every corridor, your reflection waits. Let's enter the Sapphire Chamber. This corridor shimmers with a blue as rich as the sky of the surface. A howling wind. It fills your ears, but the air is still. Okay. Sapphire Chamber. Every facet of the ice crystal wall is the hard and depthless. That's a fucking rough set of phonemes. Depthless blue of a desert sky. You take one step further in, and that blue plucks at your senses. Vertigo spins you, a voice intones, "This was the sky." So we can recall other places where there is no sky. You are far from any sky. Stare fiercely into that fierce blue and call to mind your memories of skyless islands. We have a 30% chance of succeeding at this Veils challenge. We can step into the sky. You'll be terribly exposed, but perhaps you'll learn something. This will sacrifice a point of Veils, or we can step out. Sorry, I just saw a rabbit run super fast across my yard. I'm going to step into the sky. The horror of emptiness. Yes, this blue is a brittle, savage barrier. Press against it, and it will shatter, spilling you into the high wilderness. The stars are hungry, and there is a horror upon you. Your head spins. Increase your terror further to penetrate further into Frostfound. The right items mean you may not have to sacrifice skill points. We've lost 1 Veils, and we've gained 5 terror. Enter the Amethyst Gallery. Over here, a corridor is the deep violet of the more colorful Untersee corals. Dappled shadows drift like fish. So I think that I want to try the learning thing and then the move forward thing in the future. Predatory shapes. You are the center of hunters' attention. Things like and unlike sharks, long, sleek, half visible behind the walls. You have the sudden sense that they are vaster than sharks, vaster than Frostfound itself. The Amethyst Gallery. Perspective confounds you. This place stretches away every direction through a dusty purple haze, as if you float in a cloud. The air is chill and crackling. Vast and shadowy shapes hang lifeless in the distant cloud, fluid staining their hides. Whale things and beast things, bigger than dirigibles, bigger than cities. You are a speck in the cloud. Are you still inside Frostfound? Once again, there is a voice, lifeless as leaden type. There were casualties. I am going to try to recall the Z. I only have a 24% chance of succeeding, which is not great, but I'll try. We failed. Uncertainty. These things cannot be real. The Z is real. What is Frostfound? A delirium of ice. Nothing real. We failed. But, regardless, I still, I kind of want to try that again. Yeah, let's. We failed again. That's too bad. Okay. This time, we will approach the Colossi. Fear is the way to the heart of Frostfound. You will not escape unscathed. Terror profundi. Great, sad, dead eyes like stagnant crater lakes, mouths which could drink rivers. Your entire ship would be a glint on a speck in a pockmark on the least limb of these things. Every time you enter battle, you will remember this. We've gained 10 terror and lost 1 iron. It looks like we still have to enter the Amethyst Gallery again. Great, because I lost terror. Let's try again. Okay. Sorry for not reading all of that. It seemed silly. I just did it. If you want to hear me read it, just back up 2 minutes or however long that was. Enter the cavity. That corridor grows the rich red of sunlight on fresh blood. Bright as pain. As you tread the corridor's crimson facets, you almost expect your feet to come away sticky. You are bathed in crimson light, thick as cream. It warms your skin and fills your mouth with the taste of iron. This is only a memory of a memory, a voice intones. The crime is forgotten. Its shadow remains. So we can surrender to the traces of horror. Whatever was remembered here is gone, but even its traces still scald the air. You can give in to it, but it will damage you. Or we can compare your own memories of horror. Find the similarities, but keep a safe distance. Understand the fear that haunts this place without surrendering to it. I want to try this. I really want to try this. I want to see if I can... Nope. Distraction. There was a terror you found out on the Z. You remember it keenly, but what does it mean? This chamber, this place. Frostfound shivers around you. Memory is fragile. I'm going to try this one more time. Not 2 more times. Nope. That's too bad. This will cost you a point of hearts. That art. All living things are joined in the chain. Men and apes, bees and roses, messengers and stars. When the red science breaks it, even time is scarred. Now that scar has touched your spirit. Enter the emerald vista, the green of forests, of poison, of leaves, haloed by arc light. Leaf shadows in motion, chilly air, the scent of pine. Rich, deep, fresh green of infinite depths and tints. If secrets had a color, it would be this. It baffles and delights the eye. A chilly wind brushes you. Something sought, the voice intones. Something lost. Again, let's try this. Make use of little secrets. You could wander in this color forever. Seek little fragments of understanding to steer by. Nope. What is the promise of green? Nothing. Frost found is a lie, a memory, and your secrets are only secrets. I really want to try this again. I'm gonna try it again. Damn it. Okay. Peer into the depths. Surrender your understanding to the wind. This will sacrifice a point of mirrors. Changes. There are changes which will wash away all that you were and all that you are. Nothing is familiar. Everything is new as morning. Your sight is dazzled. Your perceptions confounded. Oh, that's so much terror. This is gonna go bad. Cross the diamond bridge. Here the light is brightest, lightning bright, migraine bright, bright as humiliation. Even when you close your eyes, the light does not diminish. A narrow space of blinding light, all colors and none, between the towers of Bright and the towers of Teneb. Once on the bridge, he will be exposed, like an insect in the desert, like a fresh carcass on the operating table, like a jewel in the sun. So you can either cross the bridge, you remember the sun, which gives a high-risk challenge, or cross the bridge, the light will erode what you are. This will sacrifice 1 point of pages. I will try this one first. Nope. Brittle brilliance. What is this light? There is no sun below. A trick, an illusion. Frost found is nothing real. Again, I'm gonna try this stuff twice. Nope. Alright. Forward on, sacrificing a point of pages. An acid dazzle. You stumble through a mounting haze of dread. The light tears at you. Thoughts wither like charring paper. Across into the merely brilliant light of inner frost found. Our terror is now 95. Yikes. Okay. Enter the iridescence. A softer, pearlier mirror fog glow coils from this corridor. If this is Frostfound's pearl, what dark inclusion provoked it? Okay. The iridescence. The light here is very different. The ice crystal walls are invisible behind a soft and luminous fog. Even the air is warmer. Your shadow paces you, stalking the boundaries of the fog. Know yourself, a voice intones. So we can either retrieve the mechanic secret. This, the mechanic says very quietly, is as far as we go. Let's get what we came for and get out. I don't want to see what's in the fog. Not again. Has he been here all along? Nothing is certain in Frostfound. We can know ourselves if we had a searing enigma, which is too bad. I want to know what this would do. Or we can wrestle yourself. Know yourself? Never mind that. Take the direct approach. Assault your shadow reflection. This will sacrifice 1 point of each skill and increase your wounds. I'm going to start by retrieving the mechanic's secret. See what happens. Okay. The mechanic fumbles in the drifting mist on the floor. His shadow does the same. From within the fog, as it scrapes away in imitation, there's a dull, grating noise, as of claws on rock. He comes up with a stone piglet, small enough to lie comfortably on the palm of his hand. Its eyes are bright pearls. I'm sorry, the mechanic confesses. My imagination is rather literal. He stows the pig away out of sight. Now, please, can we go? I can feel my teeth chattering out there. So we now have the mechanic secret. We have lost 35 terror, so we're only at 60. The air trembles, a breath of change passes, and we have found the mechanic secret in Frostfound. I don't really... Do I want to push forward? I really want to push forward. I want to go into the last chamber Frost found, but I have to wrestle myself. I feel like I'm gonna come back here once I have a searing enigma. Just a second. Yikes. I'm gonna come back here once I have a searing enigma and get to the actual end of Frost found. But I want to do the searing enigma one, so we are going to leave. You aren't really in this chilly labyrinth, are you? You can open your eyes at any time and you'll be safe, won't you? We've moved to a new area. Look at that. We're out. Let's take tea with the squatters at the dock. Excuse me. Ah! Shit. I'm sorry. In addition to my wrist brace, I have a wrap on my ankle because I sprained my ankle. It's very difficult to find a comfortable way to sit, and I just shifted in a way that yanked the cable out of my headphones and fucked up my ankle wrap. Okay. Hopefully that will be more doable. I think I'm going to end the episode after this, but let's see. Okay. Take tea with the squatters at the dock. Some of them wear the robes of Irimi riddlefishers. Some look like withern folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of those peoples. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths, a helpful riddlefisher explains, as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Iram and Wither meet here for... She pauses. Contests, she finished vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours, while the tea is supplemented with Irami liquors, pale withern beer, and something the riddlefisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddlefisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. And let's create this port report. Bickering amiably. Not all are Iremi or Withern. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad rubbery man, but for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. I'm also going to talk to the chief engineer. Oh, tireless mechanic. Is that... Really? You've learned that the mechanic stole a secret from the dreams of the stone pigs. You have this. Okay. Okay. I suppose that was his story then. Which is fair, you know. I thought there was something else beyond it, but perhaps there isn't. I've also, in the time since I last recorded, misplaced the marker that I was using to cross out completed quest items in my notebook, and it is much less satisfying to just scribble them out with a pen than it is to just them out with a Sharpie. Okay. Let me think about this. this might be the end of the episode. This is so early to end an episode. I will end an episode here. All right. Thank you for watching episode 10 of Salt Plays Sunless Sea. This was so fun. I feel like I've done the mechanic storyline before, but I do not remember all that shit in Frostbound. That was cool as fuck. That was neat thing to do. I will see you later.